Hi guys, welcome to Crazy Burger. So today I'm going to be looking at the Evercade EXP, and one of these games, in Indie Heroes 2, is a hidden gem in my opinion. I probably underrated it at the time. Now what game is it? Let's find out in this video. Also I'm going to discuss in this video is the shockingly bad battery life that I've discovered on my EXP. Not sure if that's standard or it's a fault with my XP. So let's have a discussion and we'll discover what I think the hidden gem is on the Indie Heroes 2 cart. So guys, let's have a look. The hidden gem that I believe on this cart is Greenuozarka Trilogy, specifically the second and third games. I think these games are brilliant. They are puzzle games, so if you don't like puzzle games, you will probably not really get much out of this game at all. But if you like your puzzle games, Greenuozarka 2 and 3, all about this little guinea pig, are fantastic. Let's have a quick look at them now. We've obviously covered this in our review videos, but we've obviously had a chance to play them a little bit more, and I've really enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed trying to finish it. Great little challenge. I'm just a pity that they didn't add these to Game of the Month, but it's nice that they kept back a game that was worthy of sort of buying the cart for, I guess, if you want to put it like that. Now, it's pretty simple. You basically need to get to the exit, and if you can, collect the carrot on the way. Just a little word here that collecting all the carrots in each level makes no difference to the ending. So if you can't get it, I wouldn't panic too much about it. All you need to do is get to the exit and move on to the next level. And there's a lot of different objects to help you. This still appears prominently quite a lot, and yeah, at times it can be a little bit troublesome to actually utilise, but yeah. You need to try and figure out how to get to that. Oh, you need to build that. Push that there. And there you go. So one thing that I don't like about this game really is the controls. Okay, so what it'd be great for me, if you want to place a block, you press the A button. And if you want to cancel it, you press it again. If you want to place the block, you press the B button, or you cancel it. It's a little bit fiddly, and sometimes you forget and you end up destroying the guinea pig or doing sort of placing the object in the wrong place. It would be great if you pressed maybe the shoulder buttons to be switched between all the options at the top. Maybe it would be slightly better so that you're not getting a bit confused. But anyway, it is what it is. It just gets a little bit confusing, and you end up pressing the button far too often for my liking, and it does sort of start to get a bit annoying, but the game is fantastic nonetheless. It's still a great little puzzler, makes you think, gets you a little bit frustrated, especially the further on you go in the game. So these are some of the sort of later levels, and you can see things are a little bit more complicated, and you certainly need to figure out, and you can see that stool that's sort of placed there, it's there for a reason, that you need to utilise it to try and get the carrot, try and get the key. You can see here the sort of vents, that you can't actually place any blocks where these vents are. So it's certainly one you need to experiment a little bit, and yeah, you'll probably end up restarting the game quite often, which you can do quite quickly by pressing the start button and then just go restart, which you then restart the game or that level from the start again. Yeah, obviously you want to switch between the items at the top. It's sort of the select button, which is a little bit of a pain, but anyway, so I want to try and get rid of that, I think. But yeah, now I'm kind of stuck and not sure where I'm supposed to be going. So this is where we probably need to get that stool down, I guess. I can't really remember how to complete this level now. So that's coming down. You sort of drop, get the key, and then then you drop out. Anyway, that was that level. And then you get crazy levels like this. You're like, whoa. And it's all about really trying to build some kind of a stair that you can reach to get to this switch up the top first, and then somehow get over to the key. You've got 8 pieces to try and build strategic platforms to get to the switch and then the key, so it's probably easier than you think. You put one here, and just keep building across, but you can't build over these sort of grates here. But wow, it's a great thinking game, that's for sure. Absolutely brilliant. So one of the later levels, this one was the second last level, and it certainly got me stuck a little bit trying to utilise, you've got so many so little pieces. It certainly took me a while, this one. You can see here you can't build blocks where these grates are, so the thing that you need to utilise most is this stool again. It has to be placed in sort of the right sort of block, then you press this switch to drop it down, and then you think, oh, how do I get it across there? Because ideally we want it over here somewhere. But yeah, I'll let you figure that one out because I've already done it, but it's all about the stool to try and place it over here somewhere. Then you got this crazy last level, which oh, I don't know. It is just all about the correct button placement. You can see those sort of stars that are flashing are basically portals where you need to utilise to sort of jump through. They could become quite important in this level when you figure out the best way to utilise them. Yeah, and don't drop down in the middle just yet. I'm not sure how to get the carrot in this level, to be honest. I've never quite figured it out. But yeah, maybe it's one of those things. You want to go play it and get all the carrots, why not? But there's no need. You pretty much get the same ending nonetheless. So let's have a look at Greenuozarka 3. It's slightly different, but nonetheless still really, really cool. Simple idea, I guess. You just need to step on these platforms and they disappear behind you. Get to the exit. As easy as that. But yeah, as you go through the game it becomes ridiculous. So then you get to one of these levels like that and you think, holy moly, where do you start? And honestly, it's hard to actually tell. You really have to just experiment and just go with it. I'm not sure if there's a right or wrong answer here, but yeah, probably is, but I probably went the wrong way. Now obviously I've done this level and this is definitely the wrong way because I'm stuck. That's that. Those platforms can only go one way, which is that way. So yeah, that's not the way to go. So it's all about experimentation. Try again. But I've no doubt that these games are absolutely brilliant. Though obviously if you don't like puzzles, you'll not enjoy them. Personally I love them. I've loved the Mega Cat collections, for example. Thoroughly enjoyed them. And this one's definitely right up my street. And I've thoroughly enjoyed playing through these games on this. This has been my go-to game on the Indie Heroes cart. And Tapeworm again, I've been playing through that. And Ira. I've thoroughly enjoyed playing through this. I like how it makes you think, oh, and I've went the wrong way again. Darn. It's a nightmare. Okay guys, while I'm actually on here, I want to discuss the battery life for the EXP. You can see here I've got 2 batteries. Now I've had this in charge. It is a quite quick charging device, up to maybe an hour or so. And although when it comes off charge, I've still only ever got 3 batteries. Occasionally I might have full 4, but immediately it seems to go to 3 lives, sort of 3 bars, and it's a pain. And the battery life I've found is only lasting over 2 hours, which is not good enough for these type of devices. Now I'm not entirely sure if that's a fault with my device or this is standard. I've seen a lot of people reporting on poor battery life, so I'm kind of thinking it's kind of standard. Can you let me know guys what you think? What is your experience with the EXP and the battery life? I'm only getting 2 to 3 hours max, and I've been playing this quite a lot and I've found it's really lasting a couple hours and then it's dead. I need to charge it again, which I don't think is good enough. I'm pretty sure it might be a fault with this. Hopefully when they release the EXP LE edition, the black ones that are coming and getting remade, hopefully they make some improvements, because those battery lives are absolutely shocking. They're really bad, and we are still waiting on more firmware updates coming from Blaze. They did promise some firmware updates, and we got a couple of small fixes at Christmas time, but since then, I mean, we're approaching sort of Valentine's Day at the time of this video, and we've still not had any further firmware updates to fix the button mapping. For example, you can't use the shoulder buttons on PlayStation 1 games, and the battery lives are absolutely atrocious. I'm not sure if firmware updates will actually help with this. I hope so, but I really doubt it. The battery life is dreadful. Guys, anyway, let me know. I've seen a lot of glitches when the device gets to like one battery. When it gets to a low life, my EXP has crashed a few times. It's shut off, it's completely shut off, and it's still lit up on the screen. It's done all sorts of crazy stuff in low life, sort of low battery life, and it just doesn't seem normal to me. No, that doesn't sound good. Just crash playing Cyberbattler on. Jellico. So I would be curious to know how many other people out there are experiencing the exact same thing that I'm experiencing. Now, I do love my EXP, I enjoyed playing it, but there's certainly a few issues there that shouldn't really be happening at this stage, I guess, but they are. We just have to go on with it. I just hope that the firmware updates actually make a difference. I have my doubts that it'll actually make any difference at all, but we'll find out, I guess, soon enough. Anyway guys, thanks very much for watching our video. Please like, subscribe, and I'll catch you again in the next one. Bye for now.